Hello future CAs, welcome back to my channel. This is the part 1 of the video where we'll be discussing some topics from the Indian regulatory framework in the business law subject. So following are the topics covered in this video. So the first topic that we'll be covering is why are you studying this subject law? Next we will be seeing what is the purpose of a legal framework. Then we will discuss about evolution of society and need for laws. Then we will learn about some ancient law, the Code of Hammurabi. And we'll also learn about the 12 tables in Rome. And then we'll also see the purpose of studying laws. If you are new to my channel, I request you to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified when I post new videos. So have you ever wondered why do you study this subject called law? Why this is a part of your CA foundation syllabus? Imagine a society where everyone could do whatever they wanted. No rules, no consequences. What would happen? People would likely clash, disagreements would grow, and chaos would prevail. So, to keep peace and order, societies created rules, which eventually turned into laws we follow today. So, let's dive into how these laws began and why they are so important in our lives. So, awareness of law is essential to become a full-fledged chartered accountant. So, imagine you are a CA working with a small business owner. The business is growing and the owner is expanding operations, hiring new employees, and even thinking about selling products online to customers in other states. They rely on your advice not only on financial matters, but they will also rely on you for some legal questions like what are the tax implications if I start selling outside my state? What basic labor laws do I need to follow when hiring new employees? So as a CA, you are often the first level of contact on many legal matters. So you are the first person often they'll turn into guidance for these legal questions. Since you are working closely with the business owners, managers, and sometimes even investors, having a basic understanding of laws help you provide valuable, accurate advice that protects your client from unintentional legal mistakes. For example, if you decide to specialize in taxation later on, awareness of the laws become even more critical. Tax laws are also laws. In order to become an expert in taxation, you should possess a basic awareness of legal and regulatory framework of our country. Let's say you are helping a client who's setting up a new branch in different country. The client may ask some questions like, how will my taxes change with international sales? Or are there any different tax rules in each state? To answer questions like these, you need a solid understanding of both Indian tax laws and international tax regulations. Even though you're focusing on taxes, this work is still closely tied to law, specifically tax law. By understanding the legal and regulatory framework of the country, you can help client make informed legal and financially sound decisions. Now coming to the purpose of legal framework. So what is the purpose of a legal framework? The purpose of a legal framework or a system of law is simple. It provides a set of rules that everyone follows. This way there is a standard way to interact and behave with others, whether in personal relationship or in business. Imagine you are playing a game where there are no rules. It would be confusing, right? The same applies to the society as well. Laws create a fair and predictable way for us to interact and ensure everyone knows what's acceptable. So the purpose of a legal framework is to provide uniform rules and regulation. These uniform rules and regulation will govern the conduct of people interacting with each other, whether in personal space or in business relationships. Now coming to evolution of society and need for laws. So humans didn't always live in organized societies like today. We started as hunter-gatherers, living in small groups. We learned to farm. We settled in one place and eventually built towns and cities. This growth meant more interaction between people and a greater need for rules. As time went on, the society became more complex, especially after the Industrial Revolution. With more people living close together and engaging in trade, clear laws have become even more important to avoid conflict and protect everyone's rights. Now let's discuss one of the oldest law known. So the ancient law is the Code of Hammurabi. The Code of Hammurabi is the oldest law in the written form. King Hammurabi ruled Babylon, a city in ancient Mesopotamia, from 1792 BC to 1758 BC. So King Hammurabi created a set of laws known as Code of Hammurabi to maintain peace and order in his kingdom. So here's an interesting fact. King Hammurabi had these laws carved into large stone slabs and placed them throughout the city so everyone could read and understand them. This was a way he could ensure that people knew what was right or wrong. King Hammurabi even appointed judges to make sure people were following these rules. So these laws were carved on the bulky stone slabs and they were placed in different parts all over the city so that the public could have knowledge of these laws and codes. The next old known law is the 12 tables in Rome. So in 450 BC in ancient Rome, when Rome was developing as a powerful civilization and they needed laws to protect people's rights, they created a set of laws known as the 12 tables, engraved on 12 bronze tables. The purpose was clear: to provide justice, prevent conflicts, and protect citizens' rights. These laws were so important that everyone in Rome was expected to know them. Over time, as society changed, these laws were amended to meet new needs. This idea of adopting laws to fit society's need is something we still do today. The purpose of these 12 tables in Rome was to protect the rights of public and to provide remedy for wrongs. So why do we study these ancient codes today? By looking at these early laws, we can see the foundation of modern legal systems. They shows the importance of having rules that everyone understands, rules that evolve with society's needs. In this subject, we look at various laws, how they are created and how they apply to different situations. This understanding will help you see not only the technical side of law, but also its role in creating a fair and just society. In summary, laws have been essential to human society for thousands of years, helping us live together peacefully and resolve conflicts fairly. In the coming videos, as we continue with this chapter, remember that each law has a purpose and a history, contributing to the structure of our society. Do share this video and also subscribe to my channel for more exam guidance and tips. All the best. I will see you all in the next video.